This is Gabe with WPFluent.com and a quick video tutorial on how to set up a professional email address for your WordPress blog. On the screen here you'll see I've done a quick Google search for the phrase Google Apps for Business, and Google Apps is a suite of tools, a suite of products that's provided by Google that we can install on any domain that we own, including a domain that we might have WordPress installed on. And this is going to allow us to create a name at domain.com. So in this case, I may create a gabe at wpfluent.com. And in addition to that, I may also create an info at wpfluent or a sales at wpfluent, in which case those might be groups that I can actually forward into a single account. So I am going to click on the pricing link first because it's important to note that Google Apps for Business did used to be a free service for up to 10 users. Starting several months ago, they did make this a premium only product, so this is a paid service, and the cost is $5 per user per month, or if you pay on the yearly account or the yearly plan, it is a $50 per user per year pricing model. So do take note, this is not a free service, but in my opinion, for the services that are provided, this is very much a worthy and needed service, and we get all of Google's products built into our domain in the event that we use it. So let's go ahead and click Get Started, and our first step is to create our quick profile, and I am going to put in information here for Gabe at wpfluent.com. We're going to create an account for the WP Easy Club, select our employees, enter in our country or region, enter in our phone number, and click Next. And the second step is to select a business domain address. So this is a domain that we may already own, or if we don't yet have a domain, we can actually register a domain on this step. We do have a domain that we'd like to use. It is wpeasyclub.com, and I'll click Next. And the third of three steps is to begin and create our first username. I will create Gabe. I will enter in a password, enter in there CAPTCHA 64323, and then opt into the business agreements and accept. What this is going to do is create our Google Apps account and allow us to verify our domain. So last and final step in really getting this set up initially is going to verify our account and then set up our domain so that we can begin to send and receive emails. So you'll see that it's welcoming me to the Google Admin Console. It allows me to click Start Setup, and it is now prompting me to verify the domain. So this is where I'm going to pause for a moment. You'll see that the login to your domain's host's website is an option. It's detected that this domain is hosted at DreamHost, and this is prompting me next to just log into what is my DreamHost panel. If your domain was hosted at GoDaddy or at Bluehost or at WP Engine, wherever it might be, it will hopefully detect where you are hosting at and then allow you to suggest that you have successfully logged in and that you have then followed whatever the steps are next. And in this case, it's asking if I will log in, open my DNS management, and is telling me 2 steps here to create a new host alias with an @ symbol, the @ record, and a value of this value here. So what they're asking me to do next is log into my DreamHost and follow the steps to create a new host alias. And if you're not sure exactly what to do for your host, you may need to look at any support or wiki services relative to your actual host and find out where to do that. But in most cases, they make it pretty straightforward. In this case, just to create a new text record. And once I've made those changes, I say that yes, I have, and I click Done at the bottom. So very, very easy in order to verify our domain. And I am going to just skip this step for a moment. The second step that is going to be prompted for us will be to set up what are referred to as the MX records. So MX records manage the email on your domain, and those MX records will need to be set up so that you're telling your domain, I want to host my email through Google Apps. And I'll give a quick glimpse of what this looks like, both in setting up a domain. I am going to click over to DreamHost for just a moment, and you'll find that if I am, in this case, adding a new domain to my DreamHost account, there's actually an option already built in that's asking if I'm going to use Google Apps for my business email. And all I need to do is hit that checkbox if I'm setting up this domain for the first time. And that's actually going to create the MX records for me automatically. If I didn't do that, or if my domain's already set up, or if I wasn't sure and I'm coming back, the other option that we can do, and this will vary a little bit depending on your host, but will be to find your MX record editor. And this will be available in really any web host, generally any web host that you're hosting with. In this case, I am customizing the MX records for a domain name, and you'll see here the MX records are listed as these values, and you'll see there's a 10, a 20, a 30, and there's kind of this Google and Google Mail in here. All of these were provided by Google on the third step of setting up my email. They let me know what those were. I didn't make these up. I don't have to commit these to memory. It was just a copy and paste, and it let me know exactly what to do. So just giving a glimpse here as far as what the finished product and final product will end up looking like. You will want to save those MX record changes once that you've made those changes. Now, keep in mind, anytime you change your MX record, if you have an existing email set up on your domain, it's going to take that down. It will stop any existing email addresses which you already have set up. If you haven't set up email on your domain yet, there's nothing to worry about then, and you're good to go. And so with this, verify your domain, walk through the email setup. There'll probably be a little bit of a learning curve relative to learning the new admin of all of your Google Apps accounts. They will ask you to set up billing. There is a 30-day free trial before you need to set up billing. And from here you can create new users, you can create new groups, which happens to be listed under the more controls, the groups which will allow you to create those role accounts. And have fun. You'll be able to, as soon as those MX records are verified and propagate, you'll be able to send email and receive email at your brand new professional email address, your name at yourdomain.com. So we'll keep this brief, and lots of information in this, I know. Let me know if you have any questions on our YouTube channel or on our website, wpfluent.com.